So welcome back to the classification of the superorder Neognathae, and we have been discussing on the order Apodiformes. Order Apodiformes, it is otherwise known as Micropodiformes. The term itself says like no leg, almost like that. Okay, so but it is actually Micropodiformes, that is short-legged, and they are all small birds. Legs are very short and feet very small. Maybe that is the reason why they had got the name Micropodiformes. Okay, legs are very short. Here you can see, but wings very long, formed of short humerus bone and long distal segments. You can see the humerus bone is very small over here. Okay, but the distal segments, you can see the hand and all, it is very long. Okay, so the hummingbirds wing bones are small, hollow and close together, and this allows for the ease of movement during flight. And shorter bones give the bird the ability to turn quickly, and when paired with the two main flight muscles, it helps with rapid flapping of the wings. And it is found that the hummingbirds, they flap at least 80 times per second, and it is also unique in showing a backward flight movement, or moving backward when in flight. Okay, so that is also unique about the hummingbirds. It includes obviously the swifts, which are found in this part of the world, and hummingbirds, which are found only in the Americas. Okay, the beak is small and weak or slender with long tubular tongue. It is mainly meant for nectar sucking from the flowers. They are the smallest hummingbird is bee hummingbird, and it is almost just slightly larger than a normal bee. Okay, so that is the regarding the hummingbird, right? Apis nipalensis, it is the hummingbird, the swift actually. Okay, it is a swift, and they are all the swifts. They are insectivorous, while hummingbirds, it is feeds on nectar. Then we have the Strigiformes. Strigiformes, it includes the owls. Okay, the word comes from owl. This one, it refers to owls. And the example you are supposed to learn is bubo, which is a great horned owl. The head is large and rounded, and the eyes large, and both the eyes being directed forward. Each eye, it is in a disc of radial feathers. You can see the feathers arranged in a radial fashion around the eyes. Retina, it contains principally the rods, and hence it is very good in nocturnal vision, but obviously poor in like daylight vision. Okay. Retina contains rods, and obviously that is why it is nocturnal in habit, hunting in night. Okay, then eyes opening, ear opening large and often with flap-like cover, and beak short. It is feet with sharp claws adapted for grasping. Even the beak also, it is slightly carnivorous type of beak. It is very sharp and it is hooked like. Okay, they are principal predators and nocturnal in habit, and they do have a very important role in checking the population of rodents. Okay, the another important feature is that they can swing their heads about 3/4 around without moving their body. So they can keep like almost like 240 to 360 degree. They can move their swing their heads around, and they are excellent flyers, navigating swiftly between branches and trees to reach their prey. They have a dense coat of feathers that protects them against bad weather, and also great camouflage, because they do have dull coloration except for the barn owl, which is having a very pure white in color. So this is this is about the Strigiformes. The next one is the Kukuliformes. Kukuliformes, the name itself, it is cuckoo. Okay, and this is the male one and the female one of the Asian coil, and it is the Eudynamis, and they have toes, two in front and two behind, and the hind toe, it is reversible. Then feet not adapted for grasping, tail it is long, and beak moderate. Many cuckoos are brood parasites. Brood parasite in the sense the female, they lay eggs in the nest of other birds, so they don't build what you call nest. Instead, they lay their eggs in the um, nest of other birds. And this kind of a parasitism is known as brood parasitism, BROOD. Okay, brood parasitism. It includes, the particular order includes cuckoos, roadrunners, turacos, and eudynamis as an example as an example, which is the Asian coil. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you. The next one here we have is the Psittaciformes. Psittaciformes, it is includes the parrots, parakeets, lorikeets, cockatoos, macaws, etc., etc. And this uh, is a Psittacula cremeri. It is a rose-ringed parakeet. They have a rose ring. Obviously, in females, it is not so clearly seen, but in males, you can see the rose ring. And they have feathers green, blue, yellow, or red. You may have seen different types of parakeets. Beak, they are stout, narrow, sharp edged, and hooked at the tip. Upper jaw is movably articulated with the skull, that is the beak. Then feet is zygodactylous, that is fused together, two toes in front and two toes behind. Then the outer toe is not reversible. The example, as we have seen, the Psittacula cremeri, it has a green plumage with red beaks and usually a rose ring around this one. Okay, so this is the Psittacula cremeri. Then we have the order Gruyiformes. Gruyiformes, it includes cranes, uh, rails, coots, bustards. Okay, the great Indian bustard, that is Ardiotis nigriceps, and it is an endangered one. They are small, medium, and large-sized birds. Obviously, bustard is a large-sized bird. They are flightless or weak flyers, or even strong flyers can be seen. Cranes and all are strong flyers, obviously. Then includes crane-like wading birds, and for them they have legs long and beaks heavy. You can see here the very long legs. Feathers are provided with aftershaft. It includes crane, that is grass, then Sarus crane, Antigone. Sarus crane is a migratory bird, and bustard, the Avdiotipus uh, nigriceps, and coots and rails. Okay. Then you have the Charadriformes. Charadriformes, it includes plovers, gulls, terns, auks, sandpipers, and they are shore-dwelling aquatic birds. Shore birds commonly referred as shore birds. They have forelimbs and hind limbs, slender and enormously elongated. Obviously, it is not seen over here in the figure. Toes usually webbed and beaks mud probing. You can see what they do is they use their beak to probe the mud, the soil, the sand, actually in the shore region, in the coastal region. And then what they do is they pick up the organisms hidden inside. Okay. Then feathers are dense and firm. It includes lapwings. You may have heard about the lapwing, red wattled lapwing and yellow wattled lapwing. Then the jacana. Jacana താമരക്കോഴി എന്ന് പറയുന്നതാണത്. Jacana, peasant-tailed jacana, sandpiper, gulls. This is a sandpiper. It is a tringa species. Okay, tringa is a sandpiper. Okay, so these are the common species under order Charadriformes. Then we have the Columbiformes. Columbiformes, it includes doves and pigeons. Okay, best example is Columba. This you will be learning it as a type species as well. And this is blue rock pigeon. Okay, you have the spotted dove, you have the blue rock pigeon, you have imperial pigeon, slightly towards the forested areas. All these are found in Kerala. Okay, then you have they have this skin is thick and soft, and beak usually soft and short and slender. The tarsus usually shorter than the toss. Then they produce the pigeon milk. The crop in the alimentary canal, it produces pigeon milk, which is used to feed the young ones. And they are primarily graminivorous and frugivorous. That is, they feed on grains and fruits. Obviously, this is a blue rock pigeon, Columba livia, and you will be learning it in detail as a type species. Then you have different kinds of pigeons and doves, and even the dodo, the extinct one, Araphus, it comes under Columbiformes. Okay. Then you have the Falconiformes. Falconiformes, as the name indicates, it includes falcons, and um, the beak, it is short and curved at the tip. It is predatory in nature, so it is curved at the tip, and mandibles are sharp edged. Feet usually with sharp and curved claws. You can see the claws over here. Okay, right, sharp and curved claws adapted for grasping and holding onto the prey. They are diurnal and they are strong flyers. It includes vultures, kites, hawks, falcons. Milvus migrants, it is a pariah kite. Chakki perundu എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് Milvus migrants. Brahmini kite, it is a Haliaster indus. Then we have the vulture, Pseudogyps, and falcon, Falco pellegrinus. So all these comes under order Falconiformes. Okay. Then you have the order Syconiformes. Syconiformes includes the storks. Okay. The stork, heron, ibises, spoonbills, etc. comes under the Syconiformes. They have a long snake-like neck, most of them, and long-legged birds. They are mostly associated with the wetlands. Feathers are decorative. Beaks abruptly decurved at middle. In the case of flamingos, obviously flamingos were included under Syconiformes, but in this particular classification, we'll be learning it under separate orders, the Phenocopteriformes. Okay, taws are without web. You can see the taws are separate. They don't have any webbed feet. The young ones are born naked, and food comprises fish and other aquatic animals. And as said, these groups it is usually associated with the water bodies. Okay, so it includes herons, Ardea gray, this is a pond heron, and then egrets, then night heron, spoonbills, and storks, etc. comes under Syconiformes. Then next we have the Pelicanic Farmers. Pelicaniformes includes pelicans, as the name suggests, but it also includes the cormorants. Okay, what do you call snake bird, something like that. They all are aquatic fish-eating colonial nesters. They are found in colonies or in groups. Their nostrils are vestigial or absent. They have presence of a gular pouch on the throat. This is a gular pouch, and it is very unique in pelicans. Then four-toed webbed feet. These webbed feet, you can see it clearly. Beaks are long with wide gapes for catching and swallowing the struggling prey. It includes pelicans, it is Pelicanus, the genus. Then cormorants, Phalacrochorus. Cormorants, they are usually found in the rivers and all, black color completely. We may have come across the cormorants. Then you have the Indian darter and hinga. So all these comes under the Pelicaniformes. Okay. Then you have the order Spheniciformes. Already mentioned, it was earlier kept as superorder Impenni by some other scientists, but here you will be learning it as an order under the what you call Neognathae. Okay, order Spheniciformes, and it includes aquatic flightless birds. Wings are paddle-like or they are flipper-like. Feet are webbed, and the best example is the Actinoditis, that is a penguin. Okay, so penguins, you can see here the beaks, they do not need to drink fresh water, so they have special glands behind their eyes that help them to filter out salt from the ocean, and the excess salt water drips down their beak, and they are able to sneeze or shake it off as particles. Okay, then as feathers, since they are warm-blooded animals, isn't it? So they have thick feathers and than most of other birds, and stiff feathers uniformly overlap to form a waterproof layer, while the downy underportion traps air against the skin for maintaining the warmth. Okay. Then another feature is regarding the wings. Wings are modified into paddle-like flippers, which are used for propelling through water. Okay. During that time, wings are used for propulsion, while feet it is used for steering. Then like a clear nictitating membrane, a third eyelid is present, which protects their eyes when in water. And there are almost 17 species of penguins around the world, and all of which are found in the southern hemisphere. So this is regarding the Spheniciformes. The last one order, it is the Phenocopteriformes or flamingos, and you can see here they are very unique. and they have, you can see the bill, that is very important. Edges and inner surface are lined with lamellae, that is fine plate-like outgrowths of the bill that can be raised and lowered, and with this they actually filter out tiny organisms in water. Okay, they use it for filtering out